Hello, hi, welcome. I hope that after those fully packed hours, for some of you probably morning, for some of you afternoon or evening maybe, you still have some energy for us. My name is Hubert, and with my colleague Jan, for the last 3 years, we were leading a portfolio of retail-oriented projects in Netguru. So we delivered number of product tools and services for a number of clients. Today, we would like to share with you the first sneak peek of the outcomes of the 3 months long research initiative that we've called AI for Retail. And the general idea was to start conversation with the retail experts across the world about their needs, pains, and first insights regarding AI in their day-to-day work. But before we jump into details, Jan is going to share with you some of the fundamental ideas behind the AI and how we understand it.
Yeah, so we'd like to use the first few minutes to synchronize our watches with you and set up a common ground for all that will follow during this presentation. This will hopefully also give you some understanding of our perspective on AI and what do we actually mean when we say AI throughout the presentation. So first of all, let's have it out of the gate. We are Netguru. We develop IT software for whoever bids highest, and we do that for a long time. Yes, we do sell our services, and the focus of this research endeavor is based on the idea that the more we know about AI in retail, the better we can develop solutions for our customers, right? That being said, the concepts in this presentation are all fresh new, which takes me to the second point of this slide. We, and here I mean Hubert and myself, we both focus our attention on retail and retail only. Together, we consult and run some of the biggest projects retail related in Netguru, helping our customers in fields like grocery sales, automation, replenishment, payments, fraud detection, insights generation, and insights monetization, to name just a few. We used our know-how to generate initial ideas, which were used during this research, and then we decided to shut up and listen to what our respondents had to say. The research, yes. We, over the course of the last 3 months, intertwining the focus interviews with our work, we have conducted a thorough research. We will show you some insights we found, but one important caveat is that we have not finished it yet. We are still meeting people and ranking the ideas you will hear about later on. Keep in mind that the work is still in progress. We know and very well understand that AI is not ChatGPT. Or to be precise, it's not only ChatGPT. It all began with widespread use of statistics in business, which later on was supercharged with the advent of machine learning. And these are the fundamentals of large language models, which we see today. There are many models like Llama and many products like ChatGPT or Copilot, right? Knowing this, however, we have found that the recent popularity of chat-based AI models makes AI more easy to talk about with retail industry experts. Thus, you will find many ideas of ours are chat-related. This was a conscious decision of ours. We fully understand the need for privacy in business, and we understand the related concerns. However, there are numerous implementations of AI which can be deployed with privacy in mind and allow to both interface sensitive data and connect with the inner world of company safely. We still consider the people using the tool to be the highest threat to safety and privacy of company data. This has not changed since the advent of internet, and we are happy to report that it's still the case. The tools are controllable. AI tools also. On top of that, we'd like just to mention a few things. We know about and we use multi-cloud solutions, and AI can operate in such setups. That is not a problem. We believe that multi-model AI can be the most effective way to set up your environment if you have a complex problem. We think that AI solutions will only be as good as the data set you train it with. Thus, we put much pressure on the subject. You will see later on when we analyze the data. We are very aware daily in our work about the computing costs of operating AI models, and we optimize for the least cost possible. This is a cloud-connected issue, of course. We believe that non-IT experts are the people who will change the industry given the tools. It's crucial, though, to include them in the conversation right now, and this is why we actually conducted this research. And we are aware about certain lock-in strategies that particular companies include in their services and products AI related. And thus, we abstracted the ideas from the possible real-world implementation examples. You will see, and we will not hear about any logos or products specific to AI in this presentation due to this very reason. So let's go. The high-level question we asked ourselves was, if the AI revolution in retail is true, and I believe that if you're listening to this presentation today, that you probably agree that it's true, what an unsung hero, both cost-effective and easily attainable, is a game changer hiding in plain sight. And to jump straight to conclusions, let me give it to you. It's companions. But I'm getting in the head of myself. Let's get a few steps back and allow Hubert to give us more about the research.
Yes, true. But the companion can have many meanings, different meanings for all of us. Probably it means something different. So here is how we came up with the idea of a simple research. To approach this approach, the research approach gave us enough flexibility to stay open for the new ideas within the frame of well-structured conversation. So talking about AI is a little bit like talking about the rainbow. Everybody has favorite color or gradient. It's beautiful, full of promises, but completely blended, and about 32 million shades worth talking about, right? So we decided to focus our attention and pick specific examples. And those picked examples formed 8 key areas of retail knowledge, which we defined with our team of consultants and product owners. The last part, the key part, to be honest, of this concept was that we connected the exemplified areas of knowledge, and we started to talk with the real retail experts. From the very beginning, we were sure that the voice of the industry will be the key to finding high-quality insights. We needed people who run the show, insiders who work every day in the retail. So we started to invite CEOs, key account managers, marketing specialists, general product owners, tech leads, generally speaking, people who work in the positions exposed to processes that can be improved or impacted by the AI. The research structure was really simple. Firstly, we asked people for the basic information about their role. Secondly, one by one, we were presenting 8 examples of the concrete solutions. And thirdly, we were asking 2 questions. First question was, to what extent is the problem, in your opinion, troublesome? And the second question was, how much would you like to test such a solution? Both questions had a popular Likert scale, so -2 to +2. And at the end, we had a short discussion about ideas for the AI improvements. All of that in less than 30 minutes. This is how actually the part of the presentation looks like. On the left, you can see the example, and on the right, you can see 2 use cases that we read during the presentation to back our idea and to make it more real life, I would say. So now let me tell you more about those 8 areas of knowledge. Each area of knowledge that I will present will be visualized by a bigger colored bubble, and this area of knowledge will have one concrete example attached to it. It will be represented by the smaller gray bubble. We tried to be, as I told you, as specific as possible with the examples, which we discussed with our respondent. Although it's still a work in progress, and the list, of course, is not set in stone, we strongly believe that those areas will be influenced by AI in quite short time. So the first area was talent management, and our example was a tool for mapping skills and identifying individual responsibles for specific areas. The second was a KPI management, and the tool was a project impact simulator on selected business metrics, in example, NPC or TCO or other. Third area of knowledge was the innovation management, and the roadmap simulator was our exemplification, project roadmap simulation. Um, Fourth area was a customer retention, and our specific example was a client-facing infobot, so quite obvious one can say. Fifth area was a time management, very generic, but our example was internal calendar bot, enabling easy calendar coordination and appointment scheduling. Sixth area was knowledge management, and our example is intelligent supplier catalog or knowledge base. Seventh area of knowledge was a planogram compliance, especially dedicated for the realms of the brick and mortar. And our example was intelligent shop assistant. And last but not least, area of knowledge, sales data management. We heard about it during today's panels a lot. So our example was personalized customer promotion selector. So those are the 8 ideas that we discussed during the research. And maybe I think we can now move to the research outcomes. Jan, back to you.
So, as Hubert mentioned, we had participants coming from many different fields. In total, until now, we have 20 respondents whose interviews are analyzed. To give you a glimpse, here you can see that the most of our respondents managed teams of 1 to 5 people, and only one of them was a specialist. Moving forward, most of the people we got in touch with are well grounded in retail, spending most of their career in the field. We also wanted to check how familiar with AI are our respondents, and so we asked them a question: have you ever worked with AI? A vague question to check the perception of the experts in the field. While most of them answered that indeed they have, we believe that more had some experience in the form of machine learning models driving some tools or dashboards, for example, but they didn't realize they had. And now we land on the outcomes. As you know, we asked the questions regarding both the perception of the problem in said area, using the question, how troublesome was it, and the question about how needed is the suggested solution. We used Likert scale from -2 to 2, and we left the scale untouched. So the outcomes, all being above 0, mean that people generally positively reacted to the problems we suggested. I think these are important, I guess, and the solutions shown. The least interesting area and solution was talent management, and the most needed and anticipated was the area of time management. We checked that also with the max numbers on the right, and the insights hold. However, planogram compliance seems to be the next $1 million solution, right? And we know many startups trying to figure it out. While we here clearly see that our respondents didn't consider this one to be important. I decided to dig deeper and check for the average deviation between the answers within given factor. And surely enough, here you can see that both talent management and planogram compliance have very high average deviations, these colors on the right. This means that the jury was polarized about those problems and solutions. After giving it a little thought, we came to the conclusion: retail nowadays means both brick and mortar and e-commerce. And we have not discriminated against any of these channels. This solves the mystery, since it's natural for the experts who work in e-commerce to not consider planogram compliance as an important issue to solve, right? Fortunately, we asked people to name the areas of work they are working in, and so we are able to filter the answers based on this vector down the line. The last graph will be a little bit more complicated, so I'd like to show you how it works. First of all, how much do we need to have correct and clean internal data is going to be the factor, and this one is going to be on the vertical axis. The complexity of the solution, which encompasses how expensive the implementation is today, which we measured by conducting a case study research with our internal Netguru AI experts. This is a factor horizontal. The perception of how impactful is the area on the retail industry and the work of our respondents by proxy, visualized with the size of the bubble. And is the solution we suggested a retail-specific software, or is it in fact a generic, and thus we can deduct that such solution will be or already is a SaaS product? Color differentiation on the graph, right? So let's check brick and mortar channel first. As you can see, the need for planogram compliance help us is in fact zero, while talent management becomes a significant problem. Also, the need for time management solutions and sales data management stay the same, which shows that. Sorry, that would be for the brick and mortar. So on this one, we see that planogram compliance for this is the chart for e-commerce, and here planogram compliance is very, very small, and talent management is rather big. While, and this is going to be a spoiler for you, this is going to be the wrong chart. Sales data and talent management and time management are same for both channels. So we have some differentiation between the channels, planogram compliance and talent management being the ones, but we have also some homogeneous elements of the areas of knowledge which we tested, these being sales data and time management, which are interesting and important regardless of the channel in the retail industry. Let's move on. Because you don't see, this is exactly the same chart, just with some additional arrows. But you don't see companions on this graph, right? And we told you that companions are the big unsung hero. Let's move on. That is because it's here. We categorize the example solutions in these two buckets, companion and the tool which does its magic in the background. And you can see that our respondents were biased to rate the solutions utilizing companion-based solutions as more problematic or needed. Is this just a data bias, or does it truly show that the companions are a new and better way to help us in our daily work? Debatable, right? But our outcomes suggest that people like companions more. And so we would like to keep this form factor for further research we have planned. For us, 2024 will be about finding those companions. But is it all that you can actually take from this short presentation of ours? We believe no. And if anything, we believe that we already showed you something that might be much more valuable to you for your AI strategy planning endeavors than the data I plotted just a minute ago. And that is the framework we use to discuss the best areas of implementation with the I'm no AI expert people around us. Hubert, give us a short reminder, please.
Yes, that is true. And we also think and strongly believe that the framework itself, the research framework, can be helpful for you. If you want to start a conversation about AI in your company, which we strongly advise to do, this will be the framework that can help you. The AI, we are absolutely sure about it, will stay with us for longer, and sooner rather than later, it will touch your work, your role, it will impact your day-to-day business. So starting a conversation is really, really easy. First, think about the key areas of your work or the work that is done by your company. Second, try to exemplify those areas with the examples relevant to your daily challenges. I would say it shouldn't be fancy, just chores, normal day-to-day operations. Then talk to your colleagues, your mentors, your managers, really whoever you can find. Ask what they think. If they disagree with you, if they say that something is different than you think it is, it's great. Listen carefully, because this is the beginning of your AI strategy. I think it was simple enough, right, Jan?
We believe so, but I do think that we have skimmed some of the risks, and we should come clean about these. Among other things, security, regulatory issues, especially with the dynamic developments in EU and US at the same time right now, and the scalability are to be considered. If there is anything we learned with Hubert over the course of last 3 years, is that short-sightedness in terms of designing systems with scalability in mind will bite your shins in the very not distant future. But these are known risks. And fortunately, these are not that specific to AI. Now we have some means to cover those risks, right? For now, though, stay positive, build your AI strategies, implement your ideas, and have fun, because the AI revolution, we believe, is a great one in retail. And to start, we'd like to provide you with our framework and the ideas. If you'd like that, please reach Hubert or myself on LinkedIn. Take part in our research. This is just a one-on-one short online talk. Don't disqualify yourself with the "I'm no AI expert." Nobody is, and it's not about AI experts here. And we will be happy to provide you with all the materials and insights of also the ideas we came about. Many thanks for your attention, and happy evening, you all.
See you around. Bye.
See you.
Thanks a lot.